Hi, good morning, friends. Do not adjust your television sets or whatever you're watching this on. I know it looks like I am dressed for winter or fall, but yeah, it's like May 19th today, and this is just how it is up in the Northeast right now. It is very, very cold. I don't care what the numbers say on the thermometer, it's cold. Okay. I'm like sniffling and yeah, it's either this big ass jacket or my bathrobe. And I just figured that this was more appropriate. So let's start out with some tarot. And this is the gold foil tarot. So hang on a second. I got my microphone cord in the way. I'm just going to pause it and do some shuffling. Okay. All right. I'm like shuffling on my lap here. And these ones are slippery. So they'll probably fall out all over the place because my fingers don't work so well when it's cold. But let's just see what's up. What's up? All right. I'm just going to take what is sticking out and anything else. All right. And let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Oh, that one didn't seem like it really wanted to come out. Okay. It's the Two of Swords. Okay. And the Two of Swords is about like blind indecision. All right. So, I mean, it's about trying to make a choice, but you're kind of blind to what the outcome is or like what the best choice is. And you can go through and do the thing that you do where you just overthink about something. But it's not really going to change the outcome. All right. So let's set those over there and see what we got. We have, oh, okay. Like same thing, Two of Pentacles. It's like juggling two different things, trying to keep everything up in the air and working together. But you're getting this sense, like if this is the overwhelming like message with this Two of Swords, okay, and right below that is Eight of Cups. That's what okay. I won't keep going down further into the deck. But the Eight of Cups is about walking away because of like just old. It can be sort of like heartache. It's whatever. It's like a lack of fulfillment where you have given yourself to all these different relationships in your past of whether it be friends or family or whatever. And it's just been painful or unfulfilling. There's a train going by, so I will pause it. But yeah, you just realize that you have to move forward. But that's where the indecision was coming from. That's why it was underneath the indecision card, is that like that's the underlying factor of it. Hang on. Okay, there are still trains going by, but I'm sitting here patiently waiting to see what else is revealed underneath. I'm just sitting here on the strength card. So that's the only one I can see so far, but let me just pause it again. Okay. So the strength card has been coming up like in almost every reading that I've been doing lately. And it's the same concept. It's like is that everybody would probably be scared of a lion if you just saw it out in its natural surroundings. But there are people who work with lions, right? There are like people in this world. It's like if you think of what you want to be when you grow up, probably, a lion tamer or somebody who works with lions is like not one of the most obvious things that you would do. But if it were something that like burned in your heart, it's because you have some sort of connection with wanting. It's not about wanting to tame the wild, it's about wanting to be at one with it, right? To not be scared of it and for it to not be scared of you. Because, you know, I think of it whenever I see the strength card, I think of like how cool it would be to be the lion and have somebody who actually wasn't scared of you, right? Like an actual human, but they're also not abusing you, like a lion tamer in the circus, right? So I think about the connection that when you get to have this connection with the things that seem scary because you've kind of made peace with them and you realize that you can control the outcome just by keeping calm, keeping the strength of inner peace. I don't think that there's anything stronger than that. Okay. So when it comes to like the indecision that we were talking about and the juggling of coins, of pentacles, right? If we want to talk about what the juggling of pentacles is, that means specifically things in your physical life. So whether it be that you're trying to figure out the best way to make income, or how to like balance out your bills, or there's something that you want. And it's like you have to go with the inner strength of inner peace. Okay. So it's like you have to somewhat put a plan together of how to not overdo it, okay? How to not go beyond your means of anything when it comes to like your energy expenditure, whether it be from your personal energy and your emotions and things like that, or your actual like energetics and money, okay? So Just think about that. And then we've got the King of Cups, and there is like nothing more stable than King of Cups. And they might not be like the fiercest person in the world because they're not like the lion. Okay, they're not like this angry lion or a king of swords or something like that where it's more aggressive. It's like that they cannot be they that's the ultimate inner peace. Okay, that's a man with complete inner peace because he's got his own emotional stability, because he fuels himself with the things that make him feel stable. All right, so nobody out there in this world is going to like shake him off of his throne because he's got ultimate inner peace. All right. And then there's the Three of Swords card, which like this is a big preventer of inner peace because it's the concept of heartbreak through your thoughts. Okay. So if you feel like you're disappointed and you don't have this emotional cup of fulfillment and you want to blame it on all the people who have hurt you in the past, it's you can keep ruminating on that, right? It's like you can keep thinking about that and letting that prevent you from moving forward, because that's what this is. It's like this concept of emotional lack of fulfillment or pain that other people have caused you. But it's like you only have to extend the personal punishment for as long as you want to keep thinking about it. So you don't really have to like stick with that, because there's oh my gosh. Okay. Because you're being given two aces. You have an ace of swords and an ace of wands. And that is like God's sort of changing the entire environment around you, but it comes from within you. You have to have inner peace in order to receive the things that are greater than your fears. All right. And that's what that's about. It's like meditation, like that king is on the throne. I have these cards all flipped back and forth. But the king is sitting there with the proper look. Does he look like he's stressed out? Does he look like he's thinking about anything other than like, hey, I'm cool, I'm just sitting here, everything is fine. And I'm ready for whatever comes my way, and I'm not avoiding any of it. I'm just going to stay where I am. I'm not running, I'm not hiding, I'm not doing anything. I'm just here. And he's sort of like, the look on his face and his eyes, he's like questioning whoever is standing before him. And I have this sense, it's like, because this person is trying to, not the king, but it looks like he's looking at somebody talking to him about all the excuses as to why they're not moving forward and why they're so indecisive. And he's like, bro, it's like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. It's like, don't bother with that. You know what doesn't feel good. So it's time to move forward, because you never know what the outcome is. I say these type of things all the time. So let's do one more deck. Okay. I love this one for tarot. And I know it's meant to be like scary and dark and stuff, but I kind of see this one as um love, right? This really loving deck. I don't know why. I guess maybe because it's red. I don't know, because I've always liked dark romance movies and like vampires and stuff like that. So I kind of see this as like the romance that other people don't understand, or most people don't understand, because it's not like the advertisements. It's not like Hallmark movies and stuff like that. But it's I think it's the deepest type of relationships that we can have, because you're not afraid to, man, some people just hold back for ages about like things that they fear when it comes to their relationship, and like, oh man, I don't want to tell my partner that I don't like this thing about them. And it's not even about not liking something about them. It's that when you're drawn into a partner, it's because they have some sort of security about them that you're drawn into. And that is like that's more of an energetics thing. Okay. So then once you get into partnership, then it's like somebody's holding a mirror up to you, and you're trying to figure out like, am I good enough for this person? Or like, is this going to go in the right direction? How much can I commit to it? All these different things, right? So it's like, I don't know. Let's just go with what we got here and see what's up. All right. Let's strength again. Okay. That's the same thing. It's not a lion on this card, but the strength card is the number 8 card. And if you think about that, it's like infinity. On the other card, you saw it. There's an infinity symbol over the woman's head. And what is right below it? 7 of Swords. That's like an energy thief. That's like somebody who tells you that you're wrong all the time, but then they'll go and steal your ideas when you're not looking. And it's like overcoming that stuff. That's what makes you strong. But you have to overcome it without doing damage in the process. It's like by having an inner stability. And you have 10 of Swords. And that is that's the death of an old thing that's been going on, right? Like what was troubling the person in the mind with the Two of Swords card in the previous deck. It's like it doesn't it doesn't matter anymore. The decision was already made, okay? And so you just have to go along with it and you'll be totally fine. Then there's the Knight of Swords. It's like this little gargoyle. And there's no sword in this deck, in this card. And normally the Knight of Swords is moving really fast on a horse in traditional tarot. But this is like, if you think of a gargoyle, what they're doing is they're watching over and protecting something. Okay. And that's what this sense really is. It's like, don't worry, that old stuff is dead and gone. And I'm watching out to make sure nothing approaches on the horizon that is like going to um ruin the strength of this empire or get in the way of it. And then we have the Two of Pentacles again. Okay. But this Two of Pentacles, it's not the balance. It's not one person juggling two coins. It's two people coming together to say, like, here's my abundance and here's your abundance. And together we're going to multiply that. And the Magician is the one with the oversight over this. Okay. And he has all the elements at his disposal. And he just like works in his lab. That's where he's happy to be. He's like pretty jacked, right? So it's like, this is a strong magician. This is a strong scientist. It's not just some like person who wasn't strong enough to like survive in the world of alpha, right? It's more that this is where they're happy. This is where they like to do the work. And yeah, it's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Somebody else, some other force is in control of this thing and making magic happen for you. And then we have the King of Cups again. Okay. And so this is like not that other king that was sitting on the throne, but he has the same posture of like, look, there's these shadows coming in behind or whatever. There's these things that look dark. And he's like, no, I don't care. I don't care. Right. Because specifically, there's these red tentacles, right? They look like octopus tentacles or something. And red is the color of foundational stability. And it's like, you can't have foundational stability without having emotional stability. And that's what this dude is all about. He's like, I don't really care about anything. I'm not that he doesn't care. It's like, because I've learned how to master my inner peace, I'm not worried about anything that's creeping in. Okay. And then the Page of Pentacles is about, it's like there's shadows under the bed that this person doesn't look scared. They look like they're peaceful and at rest. There's like a little person in the bed. And the Page of Pentacles is supposed to be representative of childish energy. But it's like, kids would normally be scared of all the things that are under their bed. But it's like, no, this person, it's like, if this is the child of the King of Cups, then it's like, no, I already know. I already know I'm safe. I don't have to worry about all these little creepies that are underneath the bed, if you can see that, right? So it's like there's this security, so you can just rest in what is meant for you. All right? Because there's strength behind it. I'm going to leave it off at that. I love you, and I'll see you again.